Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how thrilled and excited I am to be here this morning. First of all, I am so glad that this morning has progressed exactly as it has. I could not have written a better script for what I'm here to talk to you about. First of all, let's back up. Before the business meeting, I woke up this morning, went to my car, and can anyone just throw out, what are some of the worst things that could ever happen when you're a speaker, first thing in the morning?
Car didn't start.
What did I hear? Car didn't start? Flat tire. You nailed it. You nailed it. I walked into my garage and I had a flat tire. That's something you don't want to happen when you're supposed to be standing here in front of a crowd like this, first thing in the morning. So, what did I do? Well, first of all, how many of you have heard the expression, if you could wave a magic wand and have your life look any way you want, right? What would you wish for? And I just did my incantation and said, hocus pocus, it's all on your focus. Right? It worked perfectly. Guess what? I went in, I woke my wife up and said, guess what? I'm commandeering your car this morning. And finally, gratitude. Gratitude is the big one for me. And not just big things, but really the little things. Like I said, it's getting out of bed in the morning and really appreciating what that day might be. It's just appreciating the air you're breathing, because we wouldn't be here without it, right? Water, all of that. In fact, this was one of my favorite pictures that I took. Taking a neighborhood walk is one of my favorite things to do on a Saturday morning. And I was walking along, and all of a sudden I saw this sign, and all of it, you talk about an aha moment. I looked at the sign, and where it was pointing, and I thought, oh my God, it's pointing to the blue sky. It doesn't mean that there's a curve ahead. It means appreciate the blue sky. So I took a picture, and I posted it on Facebook, and instantly, you know, here come the likes and the comments, and I'm talking about really just little things like that. So what I hope I have done for you today is given you something to think about. And not just think about today, but really let it resonate. Really think about it every day. And it can really be that simple. Happiness isn't something you have to go out and chase or reach for. It's right there. It's right under your feet.
So thank you very much. Whenever I hear a roll of credits like that, I get embarrassed, and then I think, God, I love me. I had a gig, normally I'm in my basement, that's why I'm a little bit pale. Years ago in my business, I'm the voice of Channel 7 and so on, blah, blah, blah. I do voiceovers for a living. I've been doing it for about 35 years here in Hollywood. And we used to do it like UPS drivers. We used to drive from studio to studio to studio and sort of deliver ourselves. These days, because of technology, we sit in our basements, literally. And I have a 7 by 7 by 7 foot box made of birch ply and polyurethane foam in which I stand. It's like a high-tech padded room. And a young man comes up to me with paperwork for the Screen Actors Guild, and I start filling that out. And an older gentleman with one of those little crotch purses comes up to me in a baseball cap, and I wasn't sure if he was the gardener or the security guy, and he had a New York accent. He said, "So, you do a lot of voiceovers lately?" And I thought, okay, this is the director of the picture. He sounds like the director. He's obviously a little miffed that he had to adjust the schedule of himself and all of his audio post people to the lowly voiceover guy. And I thought in 1.5 seconds, what can I say? I don't want to grovel. I don't want to say thank you so much for the job. So I said, yes, I do. There was not a laugh in the room. But his response was to unzip his fanny pack, reach in, pull out a prescription pill bottle, open it, and take one. would have her maid come into the TV room and say, "Billy, your aunt's ready to talk to you." And of course, dutifully I'd walk into my aunt's bedroom and she'd be sitting there with a gold quilt bed jacket on, a gold tray with about 12-cup pot of high-test coffee and a pack of Chesterfield King non-filtered cigarettes. That's how my Aunt Eunice began her day. And she would tell me stories. And I would ask her questions. What do you remember about my mom? How did my mom and dad meet? Tell me about my brother when he was a little boy. This went on for decades. And what it did in me was developed a deep hunger for and an ability to be satisfied by stories.